Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jeffrey Samursky, and welcome to three more chapters of My Digital Escape. So, let's start off with the first chapter of the three called The Superior. So, yeah, My Digital Escape, the audiobook chapters, The Superior. Jeffrey, Delaney, and Jeff Dawes are currently in the purple car with the escort driver. They soon arrive at the big mansion, which is all decorated for a party. Soon, the purple car stops and is parked in its parking spot. Jeffrey, I guess this is the place where the superior is at? Escort driver. Yes, he is. He is awaiting your arrival. Soon, Jeffrey, Delaney, and Jeff Dawson walk up to the path that leads to the big house, and Jeffrey walks up to the house guard. House guard, are you Jeffrey? Jeffrey, yes, I am, sir. I also brought two friends of mine, as they've been requested to come along as well. House guard, okay, you three can come on in. The guard opens the door and they walk inside. Inside is a huge party that also has a bunch of bronies and Thomas fans and even Ponytown players in real life partying. They see and recognize Jeffrey. Sky. Hey, Jeffrey! Cootie Scooty. Hey, Jeffrey. Glad to see you again. Owls. OMG, it's Jeffrey. He's still alive and doing great. I heard you beat Bill Cipher at one point. As for the Wish of Haven, did you really get what you were looking for? Jeffrey. Yeah, my wish came true, but turned out there was more wishes for me to be granted than I expected. Gib. And what were those wishes, Jeffrey? Jeffrey. Basically, I wish for things like merchandise and even to see Tobias in the Arcane Merchant, as well as the wish for a third Shed 17 film. Just then, a purple male Batacorn appeared. Damien. Hey, Jeffrey. Remember me? Jeffrey. Damien? What are you doing, and how are you still alive after Solomon's death? Damien. The hammer did kill me in the game, but not in real life. However, I was ranked, but I was able to survive in real life thanks to saltwater taffy being placed in my mouth. Have very good and nice taste to it. I got the saltwater taffy ordered from Florida. Jeffrey. Well, it's a good thing I also like saltwater taffy, too. Almond. But what happened to Hayes? Lyra. Yeah, what happened to him? Jeffrey. Don't worry. None of you in this mansion have to worry about Hayes, as he is gone now. He's not coming back as he is dead. Bodyguard. Mr. Jeffrey Sabarsky, the boss is ready to meet you. Jeffrey. Okay, lead the way, sir. Both Jeffrey and the bodyguard both walk upstairs to Superior's office. It's not a long walk, as there is also an elevator as they had to go in. Soon they made it to Superior's office, where the Superior is at. Bodyguard. Boss. Here he is, the chosen one under the name of Jeffrey Sabursky. The Superior. Excellent work. This is the one I've wanted to meet for a long time. Jeffrey. Hey, Superior, sir. I'm Jeffrey, and I could tell that you are excited to see me and all, but what was it you need from me? The Superior. It's okay. You don't need to call me that. You can just call me Brian. The bodyguard is named Tom, and the escort driver is named Kyle. Jeffrey. It's nice to meet you, Brian. I see that you hosted the party and everything. Brian turns around to see Jeffrey, and Jeffrey is shocked to see what Brian looks like. He is a talking bipedal white Labrador retriever. Jeffrey. Oh my god. Brian Griffin! You are the Superior? But how did you host this party? Brian. Well, Jeffrey, you did the same thing that I did as a way to tell your story. You made a novel called Perception Matters Most. People have been seeing your story in their perception, and they are definitely surprised that you told the story from start to finish. Your story's going to go global, and you will be richer than ever, as well as living in this mansion. That's why I got every Brony and Tom's fan and Ponytown player here to celebrate. As you may wonder who gifted you this mansion, that'd be none other than Mr. Goodman himself. He had multiple mansions due to being a rich man like you, and he gifted you this mansion specifically, and we had the details and everything tailored to your style and favors. Jeffrey. But what does this mean for my friends and family? Brian. Don't worry about them. They can still visit you anytime. Plus, your mansion has extra rooms, so they can be free to move in if they want. Jeffrey. Okay, sounds like a plan. Brian. Plus, I was the previous superior as of now. And now I pass the mantle of the superior role to you, Jeffrey. You are the chosen one by God as well, Jeffrey. I gotta go now. My family needs me home soon. I hope you enjoy the mansion and the party, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I will, Brian. You're truly an inspiration to me as I enjoy the show Family Guy, and you are my favorite character from the show. Brian, all right, you are a fan. That is awesome. Perhaps we could hang out sometime. Jeffrey, yeah, that would be awesome. Maybe I could meet the other Griffin family members like Peter or Lois or Stewie or Meg or Chris. And maybe even meet friends like Joe or Quagmire or even Cleveland. I just hope they are okay with the 4 hour drive from Rhode Island to New Jersey. Brian Griffin. Oh, don't worry, they are okay with it. Anyways, have a good day, Jeffrey. Brian leaves and Jeffrey is both the chosen one and the new superior. A few days later, Jeffrey and his friends are adding Jeffrey's stuff to Jeffrey's office, like a few action figures and other stuff. Jeffrey, looks good. Thanks, Dave, for helping me out in this room. Dave, anytime, Jeffrey. Now we just gotta add the recliner chairs in the movie room so you can watch movies including Cocaine Bear, which is in fact an actual movie that you can see. Steve, okay, the chairs are put in the movie room. Jeff Daza, there's even a game room in this mansion. Jeffrey walks outside and puts his wishing star from the other house onto the mansion. Jeffrey, there we go. Much better. Now then. How's the pool and the big water slide going? Chuck, it's going good. It'll make this mansion look great. We've also added a shade above it all so that when it gets cold, the room and water can stay warm and maintain similar to the pool at the gym you go to. Jeffrey, excellent. This is going to work out smoothly. A few minutes later, Jeffrey's working on his computer in his office, working on the merchandise stock, which is doing very well, as his merchandise is selling very well. Just then, Jeffrey gets a knock on the door. Jeffrey, come in. Cookie, we have received word that Princess Celestia and the others are coming to visit you, Jeffrey, and how well you progressed in your adventures. Jeffrey, excellent. Let the guard know so he can let them in. The next chapter, Secrets of the Mansion. Jeffrey is selling well in his mansion with his friends and family. Jeffrey has always wondered what life was like living in the mansion. Jeffrey, so this is what it's like living in the mansion. I do have to say it's pretty big even for me. And while, yes, I can still visit the other house as well as my mom's apartment or my dad's home through travel, I still feel a tad lonely sometimes, as I do wonder how the others are doing. Jeff Daza, you don't have to worry about that, G. This mansion is one of the secret wishes granted to you. Jeffrey, wait, how do you know that? Was it written in the scriptures? Jeff Daza, remember when you got sucked into the computer in my room at the group home, and I had to traverse you and Princess Luna in the Luna game that was on my PC? I had to play that game, and it was spawned a pair of digital sunglasses in my room, as well, so I could play the game you were playing. Jeffrey, so how do you get the lion rank? Jeff Daza, I got from looting XP. There was a bunch of XP in my area, so I looted it and ranked up to Lion Mark through time. Jeffrey, that makes sense. Looting the XP is one of the things you could do in the game. Donnie, yeah, I haven't played the digital sunglasses of Sage since you defeated Hayes at Haven. Probably because I don't know what to do now since he is dead. Sonata Dusk, what is Sage? Jeffrey, the game of Sage, aka EVE or EDE, was a game I played. A bunch of other players, including me, were all fighting for a wish at Haven, and in the end, only 2 could make it to Haven, which it was me and Hayes. However, I never found out who was the overlord in the game as he kept himself shrouded in mystery, but I do know my father was the servant, unless the servant and the overlord were the same person, but that would not make sense if it was true. At least I got my wish of talking to an old friend. Lyra Heartstrings. Who is this friend again? I ask. Because I know you probably got a lot of friends still. Jeffrey. Her name was Bestia, also named Felicia. I talked to her a lot in 2020 during my rough times during those false allegations that the traitors were trying to make of me. But that was how a curse began. Sonata Dusk. A curse? What was this curse? Jeffrey. This curse was codenamed Edge in some people's minds, but the Edge curse had also affected Ponytown at one point. Probably around the time I had a panic attack in 2024. However, the curse does not affect you guys and gals as you are my pals. The curse only affects my enemies with misfortune and other incidents, as I was revealed to be the chosen one during my adventure. I remember Princess Celestia told me I was the chosen one, so that does prove a point. But what does make sense onto why I was powerful enough to beat major threats like Bill Cipher and even Grogar for that matter. But I feel like this mansion also holds some secrets. Perhaps we should look for some of the secrets. Donnie/Down Grace. Good idea. Perhaps this mansion is what holds a secret path that could take us to the aura. Jeffrey, the aura? Wait, how did you know about the aura? Were you a student at Raven Academy as well? Donnie, yes, I was a student at Raven Academy. I had to learn the similar spells that you learned from Master Rubik and Master M. But I wonder what the M stood in for his name. Jeffrey, from what I knew from his name tag, at what point it stood for Mattel. Miguel Silva. Mattel? Like the company that currently owns Thomas and Friends? Jeffrey, precisely. This mansion is part of my inheritance, but it still holds secrets. Soon, Jeffrey and his friends explore the mansion. They find a few clues here and there, like a power keyboard and even the Book of Bill Cipher, which has had all of its power nullified and drained as Bill Cipher was not just defeated by Ford Pines and Grunkle Stan Pines from Gravity Falls, but Bill was also defeated by Jeffrey Simberski when Bill was accidentally revived by Shaquille shortly after the death of Solomon, and when Jeffrey and Donnie were still playing the game of Sage. Soon they make it to the giant vault. Jeffrey looks at the vault, and its handle to open the vault door is a squeeze tab similar to some school doors. Jeffrey, I wonder what's behind this vault. John, perhaps it's a bunch of golden riches. Jeff Taza, or maybe it's a door that leads to a gym with weights for me to lift. Jeffrey, well, there's only one way to find out. Jeffrey opens the vault door and it leads to a hallway. Jeffrey and his friends go in and explore the hallway. They see a bunch of stuff like gold and riches from the scavenger hunt, as well as a bunch of other items and properties that have helped Jeffrey in his quest. Just then, Jeffrey and his friends see a big white door that says Chamber of Hidden Secrets. Jeffrey, well, there's only that, the Chamber of Secrets, and it has a passcode on the doorknob. Jeffrey thinks back to his Tobias roll and remembers the password. He types it in, and the blinker turns green, indicating it was the correct code. The door unlocks. Jeffrey and his friends go in. Jeffrey and his friends see themselves walking down a large cave-like hallway. Then they get to the sign with two paths that reference two places from Harry Potter. Jeffrey looks at the sign and then looks at his team. Jeffrey, I think we should go this way. The path leads us to the aura. Donnie, okay, sounds like a good idea. Jeffrey and his friends go to the path on the left side, and they see the aura getting closer and closer to them. Jeffrey, there it is, the aura. This is what can alter the fabrics of reality and even how people perceive others and how they act. Moonstone, Master Rubik was smart hiding it here before his death. And what about the aura glasses? Do you still have them? Jeffrey, yes, I do. Those aura sunglasses mysteriously appeared in my room while I was playing, watching gameplay of Ultimate Spider-Man for PlayStation 2 on my TV. When I put them on for the first time, it must have triggered a change in everything. Jeffrey puts on the aura sunglasses, and the aura sunglasses automatically connect with the aura itself. And Jeffrey's in control of the aura. Jeffrey feels an immense amount of wizard power flowing through his veins. And he remembers the lessons from Master M with a self-defense spell. Just then, everyone hears a clapping sound to see that Master M is still alive and has seen Jeffrey controlling the aura. Master M, congratulations, my student, for finding the aura and making sure it's safe from harm. Are you up for a little refresher on self-defense spells? Remember to wave your arms out in a similar to how you make a gesture of the number infinity and yell self-defensos in Pernum. Master M shoots an attack spell. Jeffrey, self-defensos. The attack blast is repelled by Jeffrey's self-defense spell, meaning the trick worked. The attack blast turns into mist and vanishes. Master M, you see everyone? You gotta trust and feel the magic within you for the spells to work. Master M then walks off and leaves the hallway and the Chamber of Secrets. Then Master M then leaves the mansion and drives off to who knows where. Probably his house. Jeffrey is still controlling the aura and is making sure it's safe. Donnie, so that is the aura? Jeffrey, yep, this is the aura. The tool needed to keep wizard magic alive. This is how I am able to quantum leap through time itself and to other destinations. Master M has entrusted me to watch it over, which is why I guess I have this mansion now. Donnie, this is very interesting. So what do you want to do now, Jeffrey? Jeff Tazo, yeah, what are you going to do, G? Jeffrey checks his iPhone 15 Pro Max and looks at his to-do list. Jeffrey, I have an idea, everyone. Let's watch the third Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Lyra Heartstrings. Good idea, Jeffrey. And so, Jeffrey and his friends all leave the Chamber of Secrets to watch the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie. Meanwhile, someone else has been watching the mansion outside. They were full of envy and malice. It was a foe that Jeffrey had beef with, a pariah of some sort. Next chapter, Princess Celestia's visit. After leaving the aura to where it belonged, Jeffrey went back to waiting for Princess Celestia to visit him at the mansion. Jeffrey was almost complete on moving his stuff into the mansion. Just a few boxes were in the way, however. These few boxes were much more heavier than the others. Jeffrey, oh great, just these few more boxes to move before I unpack everything. Sorry. Just then, one of the boxes stacked on top of another begins to fall towards Jeffrey. It was almost about to hit him until a magic aura picked up the box and placed it beside Jeffrey. Jeffrey opens his eyes to see Princess Celestia, who arrived in time. Princess Celestia. Jeffrey, how are you doing, my faithful student? Jeffrey, I'm doing good, Princess Celestia. I'm just moving my belongings into this mansion that I inherited, somehow. Princess Celestia. Oh, that is glad to hear that you, Jeffrey, the Chosen One, is still alive, and I've heard that you faced off Grogar when he made it to your realm. I don't know how he was alive, but at least you defeated him. And what happened to one of your housemates? Jeffrey. JD and John are good, but Shaq died due to Grogar's wrath, which caused Grogar to stab a metal pipe into Shaquille's vital areas. He bled out due to this, but he told me to never give up. It just goes to show a long way from envy to learning can really change someone for the better or the worse. Celestia, agreed. Shaq may not have been the Chosen One, but he knew you are the Chosen One, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yeah, I still wonder this, though. What is the life of a Chosen One like? Princess Celestia, oh, you silly, you're living that life right now. Rich, protected, healthy, and loved. You can really make a difference to these people that you know, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you're right. I can make a difference for these people. They do need extra chances for something that they're focused on in their life. Princess Celestia, that's the spirit, Jeffrey. I also heard that you beat the game of EVE, EDE, or Sage. Does that game have anything else on it, even though you got the Wish of Haven? Jeffrey, so far not much, as I haven't checked the game out for a while. In fact, I don't know what happened to it. But it doesn't matter, as I won the game and I talked to a friend via the request of the wish. Twilight Sparkle. So, does that mean that you can do anything else now you beat the game, Jeffrey? Jeffrey, yes it does, Twilight, as I found the aura and control it with the aura glasses. Applejack, what are the aura glasses? Jeffrey, while holding the aura glasses. The aura glasses are utilized by the aura itself, controlling the reality and perception of others, as well as controlling the aura through the blue shades. Princess Luna, 'tis a unique item there, Jeffrey. What else can they do? Jeffrey, well, Luna, they have been known to affect timelines as well as certain things changing. Donnie, that is very interesting. What else has appeared when you're doing other things? Jeffrey, glad you asked. A few things have appeared, like the Dragon Balls, as well as 2 My Little Pony Symbiote Studios plushies, which were Twilight and Lyra. I can only assume that the plushies act as a beacon to alert you that I'm still alive and that I'm progressing through the story. Cookie, that is very impressive, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, thanks, Cookie. Glad you like them. Just then, the doors swing open and a guard has come to alert Jeffrey that a mysterious person or being is on the property. Guard, Jeffrey, there's an unknown person, probably not from the state, who is on your property. Just looking at the house. Jeffrey, got it. Everyone stand your ground and make sure the building is protected at all costs. I'm going to confront this person and see what they want from me. Jeffrey walks outside to confront this person. This person owns a gray Pegasus OC with a rose red mane and tail and red wing feathers and red glasses while wearing a black business suit. Jeffrey, I remember you. You are that person that stirred up trouble in 2020 and helped persuade a witch hunt on me for the wrong reason. Mystery person / pony. Jeffrey, it's been a while since I've heard of you. Probably like 5 years. I'm honestly surprised that you remember me. Jeffrey in a stern tone. Yes, I do. You've You've caused a lot of trouble towards my life on Ponytown, you edgy gray Spitfire recolor. Plus, I translated your name, and it translates to the word thorn in French. Azrael. Well then, I guess the nickname Ruza was just a placeholder, knowing that you would figure it out sooner or later. Jeffrey. Then why have you come back to me after all that drama you caused, Azrael? Azrael. It's complicated, but I saw that you were playing the game of EVE or something like that. Plus, me and my friends Lyle and Zavia have been keeping track on you. We just didn't want to say a thing or to cause a scare. Also, what happened to Wendy the Perryton? Jeffrey in an angry tone. Wendy? Wendy is dead. Wow. She is dead? Did you kill her? Jeffrey. No, I didn't. It was another person named Hayes. I, however, avenged Wendy by killing Hayes, as I knew that Wendy would want that. Savannah. It looks like Jeffrey wasn't wrong on this one. I said we bring him along to our place, and he and us can have a little chat. Jeffrey. Okay. I'll go with you to where you want to go, but no messing around or trouble. Understood? Azrael. Understood. Author so the next chapter is coming soon. Hey guys, it's your boy Jeffrey Slimersky. This is just an update. I'm sorry if these audiobook chapters and the visuals haven't been coming like as fast as they usually are. I currently have a cold at the moment, so that's why my I sound a little bit nasally. I've got a cold, yeah. And I'm sorry if I coughed a little bit. It's just due to the cold. It's just, spring is here, and it's just God damn this weather changing. Soon as I was getting used to the cold. But yeah, it's basically that. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next video. And remember, may the force be with you.